Okay, I hope this is starting to work now. That was not a smooth beginning to our live event. I apologize for that. Let me take the volume down here. And it's been a while since I've been on YouTube to do a live event, and you have to have, it's called an encoder, and it's a program that talks from your camera to YouTube, and the encoder didn't want to talk, and what it wanted me to do was pay so it would talk. So I hurried and paid. It wasn't that much. I think it was only $6. So I had to hurry and pay, but in order to pay I had to hurry and log in, and it wanted me to verify I was who I was, and I couldn't remember the passcodes because I was panicking. And anyway, Steve helped me. We're all logged in. I paid. We're encoded or whatever, and here we are. Phew. So what was supposed to be a calm login and start coloring ended up being but we're here and we're together now. And I was going to put some music on here to be in the background. So let me get that turned on. Here it is. Let me see if I can make it play without turning on my talking. Nope, my talking is on. Okay, there. Now let's see if I can get my music to come on over here, which it's not. So maybe we're just going to be quiet. Oh, no, here we go. Okay. Anyway, hello everyone. Let me get over to the chat so I can say hi to everybody. That was more stressful than it needed to be. We've got Stephanie's here, and Zachary is here, and Dazzled Desire is here, and Kelly is here. Hello! And we get to do some coloring. This is the rabbit that we started if you were with me on Facebook. And it's a brand new coloring page that is available to all my premium members. And I put links, some very helpful links in the description of this video. They're all there already. So you can follow the links and go download this cute little bunny and color if you would like. And I've got links to the new gel pen videos. I've got links to learn about the paper I'm using. So hopefully there's enough links to answer a lot of the questions that may come up. Looks like we've got Susan is here. You're here only for a little bit. Oh, well, hello, I'm glad you're here. And Tiffany B is here. And whoa, we've got someone from Greece. I'm going to attempt to say your name. Zarissa, hopefully I got it right. Melody is here, and Color My World, and Debbie is here, and Angel is here. Hello everyone. We're doing some painting with the gel pens. Hopefully you guys have seen the coloring series that I've been running on here on the YouTube channel. And on video 7 we did painting with our gel pens. And that's what I started doing here, and I want to keep painting my little bunny. I feel like the bunny's up here just crying out to be painted. So I'm going to put some fresh glycerin into my bowl. Hopefully by now you guys are all very familiar with my new painting friend, glycerin. I'm just going to put a couple drips of glycerin in the bowl. That was funny. So, and this bottle is starting to get a little messy, so I'm going to clean it off just while I'm sitting here. Susan says she started the spring bonnets page. Oh, cool! I'm so excited to see that one. And Color My World is in Vegas. Well, I bet it's warmer there than it is here. We've got a cold front coming in, and my legs have been aching like crazy because of the cold front. It started last night. My legs started aching, and Steve's in the room, but I think he's got headphones on if I look over there. Yeah, he's editing a video for a different project, so, but he's here, and my boys are downstairs just having a nice quiet evening, and I wanted to come up here and color the bunny. So that's what I'm doing. I thought I'm going to try going live because it's been a while and see if, I think this is the pink I was using on my bunny. We'll find out, won't we? And we'll see if I can go live. It's because it's been so long. I was hoping something has changed with YouTube Live to make it easier, but it wasn't easier for me. Hopefully, I signed up for some, YouTube has different like programs you can sign up for that do like tutorials. I think they're called boot camps or something. So I came across a boot camp that's supposed to be geared towards creators. They called it the Creator Boot Camp or something. So I signed up for that, and hopefully I'll learn something really helpful for this kind of thing. So, and Rose is here with me. So hopefully she'll be quiet and just sleep here next to me. She's interested in this glycerin here. Oh, I hope there hasn't been any tornadoes today. I know we were talking about the tornadoes on Wednesday. And because I'm on my own, it is a little hard for me to read the comments and color at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just sort of talk to myself and color, and then I'll go over and read a few comments and then go back and color some more. So if I don't get to your comment right away, it's okay. Just leave a comment and I will get to you when I can. When I do these YouTube live events, it's more of a, you're just sort of joining me in my studio, so it's kind of just hanging out together. Okay. That's looking good. This is definitely a pinker pink, but I think we went over it with some purples here that made the paws look more purpley. Okay, let me say hi to some more people here. We've got Maureen is here, and Creative Caitlin says, hi, I finally got my glycerin today. Yay! I'm excited to get started. I also bought a book on how to Zentangle. Ooh, you're gonna love it. And Kelly is from the UK. Hello, Kelly. I wonder how the weather is in the UK compared to how it is here. We got Melody in West Virginia, I assume it's WV, and they're expecting snow. Well, you definitely need some spring coloring if you've got snow on your way. Color My World says it's 82 degrees there. I had trouble finding the glycerin. Found it at CVS. Oh, good. And Walmart and Walgreens didn't have it. Oh, that's frustrating. 84 degrees, Melody says. Color My World says, I'm too advanced for it. Oh dear. It's like beginner's YouTube. Susan says, hi to Rose. Oh, she's turned around, cutie. Let's see. Megan asks, when did you start enjoying coloring pages? Let's see, I've been drawing, I don't know how many years now, and I started, I don't know. Steve, can you hear me, or are you totally zoned in over there? What? When did we start coloring pages, Bliss? How many years ago now?
I think it was 2013.
So about 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. So I started drawing coloring pages about 4 years ago. So kind of been a long and slow journey, but that's kind of me. I'm slow motion lady, so it's about the right pace for me. It's been fun. Donna says she's been having achy joints too. She's in Kentucky. Katrina says, beautiful work, thank you. Kelly says it's quite warm and sunny. Katrina says, what book should you get? I used to have my book available, but it hasn't been available for a while. We've been putting our attention on the website and on YouTube, so we haven't put the money into having my book reprinted yet. So as far as a book to purchase, I would just ask, you could go onto my Facebook group. We have, I think, over 2,000 members now in my Facebook group, and you could go ask them for some recommendations. You can always become a member of my website, coloringpagesbliss.com, and just for $5 you can download my art. I have over 250 coloring pages on there now. So lots to color there, and then you can pick and choose and print out what you want there. And get inspired by all the art. And there's a few worksheets you can download there and different things like that. There's always new stuff coming on. This is a brand new page here that was just released on Wednesday. So that's what I would recommend, is becoming a premium member and downloading pages. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I love how the way I'm painting with this gel pen is I'm sort of keeping it light, so it's leaving little bits of white coming through, and it's making it look really soft, kind of giving our bunny a soft fur look. There's a lot of glycerin on this tape, so it makes it extra slippery. It's hard for the pen tip to lay down the pen on my tape. Here, might have to clean it off soon. But coloring this way, we can get a lot of coverage, and it's not damaging the paper at all. It goes really fast and easy. We can use any one of our gel pens with this method. It's really fun. And this is, of course, just layer 1 here, so we're going to be building up some more colors and tones as we go here. Don't want our little bunny to look splotchy, which is kind of looking splotchy over here right now. We're going to fix that. Lots of people saying hi. I see we got 54 people here. Hello, everyone. I'm going to try to say hi to a few people. I don't want to bore everybody here. Let's see. Elaine says, I don't know if you remember me. I used to come to your live streams a lot. You used to be Fluffy Penguins. I remember the name Fluffy Penguins. Hello. Beck says it's in the high 60s for Saturday and Sunday. That's nice. Let's see. Marilyn says, I love all your work. Thank you, Marilyn. And Katrina's in Chicago with rain and cold. Oh, that does sound, it sounds like perfect coloring weather. Donna is giving a book recommendation. Glam Beauty says she's in Georgia. Hello, Glam Beauty. She says, my voice is calm and I love what your tips and tricks to color with. Oh, well, thank you. That's really kind of you to say. Let's see. Donna says, I became desperate and used a glycerin children's suppository. That's awesome. I think I remember you were commenting about that on another group, and I thought that was brilliant. Melody says she's a premium member and it's worth it. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for your support. That is fantastic. Dazzle Desire says, never seen anything like this. So awesome. I am the first one to come up with this particular technique. I went out onto YouTube and Pinterest and Google and tried to find someone doing something new with gel pens. because I wanted to learn something new to do with these really fun tools, and I couldn't find anyone doing anything extremely new. And so I thought, well, I guess I better start experimenting, and this is the technique, one of them, that I came up with. And when I discovered this technique, I got really excited, and that's what started the gel pen coloring video series that's here on my YouTube channel. So you can check out the YouTube series and see all the things that I've been doing with gel pens. So, but now that the series is over, I'm like, I need a new technique. Oh, let me scooch this down so that I'm in frame. I kind of zoomed my camera in a bit so that I would be down low enough that you could see what it was doing, but that means I have to be really cautious that we stay in frame. So I'm going to try to keep an eye on that, which means I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat and an eye on the camera and an eye on my coloring. Hopefully I can do 3 things at once, right? Usually I have a co-host helping me with this, but everybody's busy tonight. That's okay. I can do it. So I love that this lets us cover large areas with our gel pens. I love it. Okay. So that kind of covers that ear. I'm going to come over here and cover that ear, and then we're going to bring in a different shade so that our little bunny's not so blotchy. And this tape keeps getting full of glycerin, and it becomes too slippery for the gel pen to get enough traction. Come on. Come on, little gel pen, work with me. There we go. I knew you wanted to color. I knew it. I'm going to lay down a lot here. Okay. Good. Make sure my ear is in the screen. Got a lot of gel on that brush. Let's see, what are the other common questions I get? Usually people ask me about the brush. It's nothing special. I just like a short bristled brush so I can control my strokes. This is one I just picked up really inexpensive at Michael's Craft Store. We had this discussion at our Facebook group on Wednesday that I'm hoping to get a good brand of brushes that I can recommend to all of you that you can purchase through Amazon. But right now I don't have one because I just don't know much about brushes, and I don't want to recommend something that isn't going to work well and is too expensive. I don't want you guys spending a lot of money on this stuff. So you don't need to spend a lot of money though, but I have purchased really cheap brushes before that just fall apart, so be careful of that. You need a brush that isn't going to turn into fluffy pieces of bristle every time you try to do a stroke on your page. And speaking of page, the paper I'm using this for, that's another question I get a lot. I picked my color pencil paper for this one. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to be able to layer up as a base layer some color pencil, and that's how I did the basket below the bunny. And we did that on the Facebook Live event on Wednesday. There's my cute bunny. Okay, now we can add some shading. Okay, and I think we used these two that I still have here on the side to add some shading to the paws. So we'll sort of do the same thing here. Clean off the palette. Oh, my tissue is starting to not work that great. Okay, I'm going to try to say hi to a few people here on the chat. I'll go back a bit. Okay, we have Gaming Ara says hi. She says, finally in your live stream. Hello, Gaming Ara. And we've got Eddie Falls is here, and Nanette from New Jersey. Hello. Eddie is from North Carolina. Carrie is from Denver. We've got, let's see, oh, the chat jumped. Zachary says, this is a fun way to spend a Thursday night. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun. Donna says, love my premium membership. Oh, I'm so glad. It's so much fun to make new art for you guys. Katrina says, my printer is down, so she can't print, but I'm still a happy member. How good. Gaming Ara says she's been watching the gel pen videos and I'm loving them. Please make more soon. Sounds like a good plan. I'm excited to make more. Nancy Thomas is here. She's my sister. Hi, Nancy. You guys probably recognize her name. She's on as a co-host quite often. Eddie Falls, I've been bragging about you on other pages. Oh, thank you. That is so kind of you. I appreciate it. And actually, while I'm talking to you guys, if you guys could hit share and share this out to Facebook or Twitter or just email it out to a friend or something, that would be super great help. I think something happens when my YouTube channel hits 10,000 subscribers, and we are so very close to that point. I think I get some new options, new ways I can do videos and stuff. So if you guys could share it out there to help me get to that 10,000 mark, that would be super great, helpful. So if you could share, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. Glam Beauty says, I'm a newbie at the bliss of the coloring. Would I love coloring just for fun? What coloring pencils and markers and gel pens do you recommend that are budget friendly? That is a very good question. It's a good question with kind of a complicated answer. Just a minute, I'll answer that. Does the glycerin stay in the paper? I haven't had that problem. In fact, I dripped some here on the edge earlier and I don't see where I dripped it. So I would say no. It works really good. I've been so impressed with the glycerin. Let's see. That is great. I'll make the pens go a long way. Yeah, they do. This glycerin trick makes so you can color tons of pages. Glam likes to stamp images and color them. Yeah, and this trick is going to be perfect for that. Kasha Loves Pink says, you are so talented. All of your tips have inspired me to drag out the stack of adult coloring books that I've been collecting. Oh, thank you. And signing up right now for your premium membership. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. It keeps me drawing and keeps it so that I can make this my my profession. I was at a doctor's office the other day and it's asked you to write in that slot what your job is, your occupation. And I looked at my husband and I said, do you think I can write artist? And and he's like, yeah, write artist. And so I felt so proud to be able to write the word artist on there. And I don't know, I think that may have been the first time I officially wrote artist on an occupation line, and I was so proud. So thank you everyone who supports me as an artist. Woohoo! Let's see, Zachary says, could you do this technique on canvas? I would totally give it a try. With a brush, you could push that ink down into the crevices of a canvas, where with the gel pen tip, it's really hard to work on a canvas. So give it a try. Let us know how it works. What do you think of baby oil helping blend with color pencils? It's not my favorite technique, but it's really fun. I've played around with that. I've also played around with, petroleum jelly. My favorite with color pencil is Gamsol or odorless mineral spirits. That is by far my favorite way to blend with color pencils. Let's see, I'll answer a couple more questions and I'll get back to coloring. Hi, Cindy from Germany. Whoa, hello, Germany. Tammy's here. Hi, Tammy. I think you get New York City, but don't count me on that, Jen. What? I think I've misread that. I think you've got to, I don't know what. Count me on that, Jen. Oh dear, I can't read it. For some reason, I can't get Facebook Live. Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. Any tips, please, would mean a lot. Maybe Tammy can give you some ideas, Kelly. Tammy's like our Facebook guru. Maybe she can help you. The 25 pack of brushes from Walmart worked great. Oh, that's good to know. Have you released the color pencil testing worksheet? No, I haven't, and I probably won't release that until the end of all my color pencil reviews. Just so that I don't have competitors using my worksheet. I'm putting out videos with my worksheet. That worksheet was so difficult for me to create. No one has ever created something like that before, and it took tons and tons of research to get all those questions just right. So I'll probably hang on to that for a little while longer until the review series is over. So, but then I probably release it. So, and Katrina says she shared the series, the YouTube video. Thank you for sharing. I finally purchased my first Bristol vellum paper. Awesome. You're going to love it. Okay, Robbie says hi. Okay, I think I caught up. All right, I'll get back to coloring now, and I will kind of turn my back on the chat for a little bit so that we can get some coloring done. I don't want you guys to get bored of me just chatting, although chatting is lots of fun. But we do want to get some coloring done. So what I'm going to do is put down a whole bunch. This is sort of a raspberry color. We did that pastel pink on our bunny. And now I'm putting down a whole bunch of this glitter raspberry color. And then we also have more of a, this one's got more purple in it. A deeper raspberry color. Two different shades of this raspberry color here. I'm just going to go ahead and lay both of them down, because what happens is the glycerin sort of reactivates it. So even if it gets a little dry on the tape, which is another cool thing about the glycerin, it sort of gets that gel going again. So I can lay down a whole bunch of it. Look how pretty. Ooh, I love gel pens. Okay, and then get my bristles full of the glycerin, and then sort of push off the excess. Don't want to use a lot of glycerin if your paper is buckling, or if you're having paper issues, then you're probably using too much glycerin. I'm going to start with the medium tone and pick up that one, and we want to build up sort of the shadow areas and help our bunny have some dimension here. Make sure I'm in the screen here. There, that looks nice. Ooh, she's gonna have rosy cheeks. I like, you know, when you do watercolor painting, you just sort of go for it, you know, and whatever, you have control, of course, with watercolor, but sometimes things just, the way the water flows and the way the paint goes down, you just sort of have to go with it. And I kind of like this technique because that sort of happens as you're laying it out. Things just start to flow and happen. And it's kind of fun. Like the randomness of the patterns it lays down is really fun. A little bit more here. Get it going again. Come over on the other side of her cheek. my hand out of the way. We got 65 people here. So fun. Thanks for joining me, you guys. If you want to share this out to someone that you know might like to come and watch me color this cute little bunny, I'd appreciate that. I've been pondering what the next step or the next evolution should be in this gel pen journey I seem to be on, since I seem to be the only person that's pushing gel pens right now as far as what you can do differently with gel pens. So I've been trying to think, what else can we do with gel pens? I need to come up with something new so I can do more videos for all of you. Cute. She's got rosy cheeks. Bring her down a bit more so you can see her cute rosy cheeks. And then in here I want some shading. Cute. Of course, under her ears, she needs shading under here. I like how the glitter is, even with the painting method, you still get the glitter. I like that. Well, that gel pen sure went a long way. We haven't even had to go back and lay down more of that mid-tone till just now. So cool. I love that. Our gel pens are going to last so long. Either that or we're just going to start coloring everything with gel pens now. So cool. A little more glycerin. Hi, Rylan. We are live on YouTube. We've got 67 people watching me paint with gel pens. Rylan was giving me some ideas, things I can try with the gel pens. He's really good at coming up with ideas. Did you find something to eat, Rye?
Yeah. It was painful.
Oh, Rylan had his wisdom teeth out. Let's see. Almost a week ago. So he's still recovering, poor kid. But he's not as swollen anymore, so he's looking much more like himself again. I love how that looks underneath the ears there. I love that. Like we need to warm this up a bit more now to match how I got the face kind of more raspberry-ish than I expected. So we're just going to match so the paws match. Okay, now we get to go to the darker tone. I'm going to clean the bristles just a bit. They feel really full. Okay, my gel in my bowl is getting a little contaminated. That's why we pour it out into a small container, right? Okay, here we go into the darkest tone. And look at that. You can reactivate it. How cool is that? I mean, it was sitting there for I don't know how long, and we can still get it going again. So cool. I wonder, though, if there's a limit. It would be interesting to let it sit overnight and come back to it and see if it would still reactivate. I'll have to try that. I hope you guys are all just chatting with each other. Okay, I'm going to leave a shadow here, kind of like where the shadow would be behind the paw. Kind of following where the shadow line is that I already left when I drew the coloring page. And good, I'm still in the screen. And a little shadow under the nose. My husband and I used to have pet rabbits when we first got married. The Utah State Fair had rabbits, and we would go and look at them. And so we had pet rabbits that we would get from the Utah State Fair, and they were so cute to watch hop around the house. I kind of miss rabbits. But they weren't very cuddly. You would think a rabbit would be cuddly. Our rabbits weren't cuddly. We had one rabbit that at night we would let it out of its cage while we watched television. It was usually Star Trek or something we were watching. And it had a sort of a track it would run around our living room, and it would just run and hop, and it was so cute to watch. So darling. Okay, I'm just touching this purple in a couple places that look like I missed. I really want this piece here to have a good shadow. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay. Now I'm feeling like the nose, probably the next thing. I'm trying to remember, did our bunny rabbits have pink noses, Stephen?
I don't remember.
Maybe I'll make it have like a little peach nose. I have this really pretty peach color. I think that would be pretty. Maybe a mix of the peach and the pink together would work good. Come on. There we go. Okay. Probably should have switched to my smaller brush for this. I like using the peach here because we're going to be bringing the peach into the basket in a minute here. So, and I think I had some more pink still in my brush. I didn't clean it good enough, so I'm going to use some of this glycerin here and clean this brush out really good, because I'm going to be using it on the basket here in a minute. I'll get a clean tissue too. Oh, see, yep, there's still pink in there. Okay, I'm going to use up the last of those 2 drops of glycerin. Got us the whole bunny head. And use those 2 drops to finish cleaning the bristles out here. Look at all that pink that was still there. Pretty cool how far that gel goes. Okay, I'm going to switch to this smaller brush I have here, so I'll have a little more control over what's going on. And here's my glycerin again, in case you missed it earlier. I have it in this little dropper, so it's easy to dispense. Just peeked over, looks like Dazzle Desire says the rabbit is looking adorable. Thank you. It's gonna make me wish I had a stuffed rabbit to cuddle with that looks just like her when I'm done. I still love a good stuffed animal. Okay. There's so much more control. That's what I needed, was the tiny little brush. So cute. Oh, that peach nose is so sweet. I like that little peach nose. Okay. And then maybe I'll use a tiny bit of that mid-tone raspberry color to give her nose just a little shading on the bottom side. Just a little bit. I don't want to get carried away because I want the nose to really be different from the rest of the bunny. Okay. And now I want to give her eyes. I need to color the center of the iris. I'm going to use, I have a Sakura Jelly Roll here that is a black metallic. So instead of just a flat black, I'm going to use a metallic just so it has a little sparkle in her eye. There. Okay. Now I want to do up here into her ears. Okay, I'm going to come over and say hi to a few people before I move to the center of her ear. And that'll give, this Sakura pen here is notorious for not drying fast, especially where I put it on kind of thick right there. So I want to give it a minute to dry really good before I move it around much, so I don't smear her iris there. Okay, I'm going to come say hi to a few people here. Let's see. Oh dear, I don't know how far up to go. Okay. Tammy is giving some suggestions. Thank you, Tammy. Glam says, you never get bored with me. Oh, that's really very generous of you. Dazzle says, got to love doing art at 3 a.m. Oh yeah, I am a middle of the night art person. Tonight I'm going to be working on drawing eyes. I've been wanting to learn how to draw like human eyes a little better. That's what I'm going to be playing with. Robbie says, I was out to dinner with the family when I noticed you went live. Had to hurry home so I could watch. Oh, you're so kind, Robbie. I hope you finished your dinner at least. Glam says, anything you upload for us, I know we will love and learn something new. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Will this technique also work with Gamsol or Zest It or something like that? Nope, you have to use, because gel pens are water-based, you need to use something that's more water-based, and that's why the glycerin is working. You can try water, but it's not going to work as good because the glycerin is a humectant, and you can learn more about that if you watch the gel pen coloring series that's here on my YouTube channel. Humectant means that it likes water and it makes the gel go more slippery and it makes it work better. So watch the gel pen coloring series and you'll learn all about that. Let's see. Carrie says she's enjoying watching it real time. I'm glad. Kelly says, I'm trying to do lots of coloring as possible at the moment as I have got my hand and wrist operation on the 24th. Oh dear, yeah, you're going to be out of commission for a while. I've been in a cast for 3 years. Oh, that's not cool. Can you send the link to your Facebook group page? I think Tammy is taking care of that, it looks like. Yeah, Rose would have a playmate if we had a rabbit. Oh, I think that Rose would never leave that poor rabbit alone. I don't know. Rabbits are pretty tough. I think one nip on the nose and Rose would leave that poor rabbit alone. Let's see. The link is down below. Let's see. Do you wash your brushes with soap and water when you're done? At the very end, I just rinse them with water. I don't worry about soap. Just some water because it comes right out with the glycerin. It's all water-based stuff, so it all just comes right out. No problem. And Anime Girl says hi. Hello. Jacob says hi. Love your technique with the gel pens, Lisa says. Thank you. Can't wait to use it myself. You're going to love it. And thank you, Lisa, for sharing this on Facebook. That really helps me. Jacob says, when I'm bored or discouraged, I watch you. Oh, that is so kind of you. I'm glad I can inspire you a little bit. It looks like my irises are dry now. They are not quite so shiny, but still have that little glimmer now. We've got someone from Sweden, IED number 5. Hello from Sweden. Hello. Nancy says, wow, it's cute. Thank you. You can download this coloring page if you want to. I put the link in the video description. And Paulette is here from Philly. Hello, everyone. Okay, I think we better work on the inside of the ears and make those look cute. So I want them to be sort of a darker, more violet, blue, violet, purple. Probably that color, and maybe the lighter, we can use the same purple we were using here in the ear to kind of like the same fur sort of transferred into the inside of the ear, that kind of feeling. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down a bit here so you guys can see, and I think we could probably get away with the big brush. Okay, so I think I'll lay down a base layer of this color inside the ear, and then we'll come back with the darker purple for the shadows and the shading. So we're going to lay down a whole bunch of this gel here. And like I said, every time I do this, I think how much more gel I would have to use if I was going to color in that interior of the ear with this gel. It's so cool to me that only need a little bit to color this whole area. Okay, so soak the bristles, push off the excess, and away we go. Pick it up and you'll see just how far this is going to go. Look at that. I have those worksheets too. If you become a premium member, there's a worksheet for each of the gel pen videos. Now, in the past when I've streamed live on YouTube, sometimes at the hour point, things go astray and it kicks me off. So if something goes wrong, I will come right back on. So you can just, hit refresh and come back to my channel, and hopefully I'll be right back. And we are approaching that hour point. So I thought I would give you a little heads up that if we have a bump in the stream, don't worry, I'll be right back. Look how pretty that looks with that bunny. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. I really like my little bunny. Okay, oops, I need a little more glycerin. Let's get this going here. And now we're moving. Look how far you can make it go. Look at that. I am just in love with this technique. So fun. And my hand isn't even tired, which is a huge deal. Think how many hours we could color. Okay. There are the pretty purple ears. Okay, clean off a bit of that color and clean off my palette. And now we're going to bring in this deeper purple color for the shadows. I love when you get these bigger sets of pens, how you get all these different shades. These pens I'm using right now are by Gel Rider. Oh, I was going to answer that. There was someone who asked my recommendation on color pencils and markers and pens and things. It's a really good question, but it's kind of complicated because I don't know your situation and what kind of coloring you want to do. Like I've said before, I don't want to recommend something out of your budget and make you go spend a whole lot of money and then you will be frustrated. Pretty much anything you buy, you're going to be able to make pretty art out of. And of course, there are all kinds of, grades of art supplies. You go to an official art store and you can spend hundreds of dollars on a set of color pencils and come away with just 24 pencils for hundreds of dollars, Or you could go to just a hobby store and buy, your Crayola or Crazy Art or Rose Art or something and get hundreds of pencils for under $20. And so it's really up to you. As a beginner, what I did was I kind of chose one art medium that I wanted to start with. And I went and I bought kind of an inexpensive set. And I started learning with that set. And if I really enjoyed it, then I did my research and would upgrade to a more expensive kind as I learned and as I decided it was what I wanted to do. And then I did the same thing as I went from color pencils to water-based markers, and then I moved on to alcohol-based markers, and I started growing my gel pens and learning what I wanted to try with gel pens. And so that's kind of how I did it. I started inexpensive, and then if I really liked that, I grew and went to more expensive. So that's what I would recommend. As I do my reviews, I'll be able to give you recommendations like in different price ranges a little bit better. That's kind of how I would say to do it, is start small and inexpensive and grow, and then that way you won't be frustrated. And if you decide, I'm done with this less expensive set, I don't need it anymore, you can donate it to a niece or a nephew or a school that needs it. I do that. Like a whole bunch of my other gel pens that I don't need anymore because my gel pen sets were getting ridiculous, I donated to my sisters and my mom, who they don't have hardly any gel pens. And so they were able to take those, and now they can do art with them with their kids. And so there's always people who will take your supplies. So that's a good way to do it. Look how cute the ears turned out. Aren't they darling? And if we feel like we needed to shade it in a little bit more, I could come in with the medium tone and go back over the darker tone, whatever we want to do. I'm not going to be too fussy with this. I sort of like the random look that I'm getting here. So isn't she cute? So fun. Okay, I still feel like she's a little blotchy in here. And I'm really liking how this peach was looking. So I think I'm going to try really watering down the peach with the glycerin and working just a touch of the peach as a highlight in here and see how that looks. Hopefully I'm not going to make it go really peachy here. We'll see if it's a big mistake. But I like trying things and experimenting, and I try to be brave and just try something new, and that's what we're going to do here. But first off, we got to make sure there's no purple left in these bristles before I go back to the peach here. Glam Beauty says, thank you so much for answering my question about recommendations. You're welcome. You probably got way more of a soliloquy on that than you expected. Sometimes I just start rambling when I'm coloring. I just talk and talk and talk to myself here. Just gonna talk to myself. That's what happens on these YouTube live events. I just talk to myself for a while and forget that you guys are sitting there bored and listening to me. Okay, I think I used up all of that, those 2 drops of glycerin. I think I've used a total of 4 drops of glycerin so far. Isn't that cool? I'm telling you, those bottles of glycerin are going to last us forever. Okay, I think I got all the purple out of that. So we can attempt my idea here with the peach. 1, 2. So now we're up to 6 whole drops of glycerin. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what we can do with the peach. Ooh, risky. I'm not going to put a whole lot here on my palette. Just a little. I'm going to load up my brush with the glycerin. And I'm going to leave quite a bit of glycerin. Well, you know, comparatively speaking. We're still working with drops here, remember? But I want my bristles to be pretty moist with the glycerin here, because I just want it to be a highlight of the peach. And pick it up. Oh yeah, that's really good and wet with the glycerin. I'll move it in the light so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So this should be really watered down. And just gently, ooh, careful, Jennifer. I just want sort of that peach to kind of kiss on there. Let's see how that looks as it dries now. Watch it be too light and then we'll never even know I did it. Okay, we'll see what that does. If it's nice, I might do the same thing up here. Oh, I'm already liking it. It's already good. It's good. Okay, we're doing it again up here on the ears. Woohoo! It worked! Woohoo, woohoo! Okay. Okay, lots of glycerin to water it down. Pick it up nice and wet on the brush and just sort of skim it on those ears. It's cute. Anywhere where I kind of left white behind, I'm going to touch it with this peach. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. That makes me happy. In between her eyes. A little on her paws. Oh, I love that. That turned out pretty. Almost too much right there, but that's okay. We'll just sort of balance it over here. Okay. That's so cute. I love the touch of peach. Okay, now we're going to do peach down here. I'm going to say hi to everybody here. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Cindy says she's sad she doesn't have a printer. Oh. Anime says, I love your videos. Thank you, Anime. Tammy says that there's something I missed above. Oh dear. Have to figure out where to buy glycerin. good luck. I gave some suggestions of where to find glycerin in the videos, and maybe somebody here can give you some tips too. Patty says, love your videos. As someone fairly new to adult coloring, your tips for techniques and tools have helped me so much. Oh, thanks, Patty. I'm glad to help you. Kelly says, sorry, got to go now. She's struggling to stay awake. Go to bed, Kelly. Sleep good so you can color a lot tomorrow. Let's see. Take care, Kelly says. Health food stores are a good place to get them. Yep. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Going down, 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 down. I'm trying to read a few things. Sorry, it's all quiet here. Robbie says, I have a page I'm working on now and plan to use the paint technique for the background. Ooh, that would be gorgeous on the background. Great idea. What color pencils and gel pens do I use? Color pencils, I'm using like every brand possible right now because I'm playing around with them all and testing them all in preparation to do the reviews on each and every brand. So like right now next to me I have my Faber-Castell Polychromos, but downstairs I have what brand is it? The Marco Raffines I have downstairs, as well as my Prismacolors. Right to the left I have the Sargent Arts, and I have the Blicks, and I have the Prings, and I have everything. So I use them all. Let's see. I also, as far as gel pens, I use, right now, I'm a big fan of the Gel Writers. I use those all the time. And I like the Sakura Jelly Rolls. Those are really great, but they're pricey. These are pricey. I also love dollar store gel pens. They're fantastic. And I'm playing around with the Color It brand gel pens right now as well, testing those out. And I've got another brand coming in right now that I'm going to be doing a review on soon. So I'm using all kinds of brands right now of gel pens as well. Let's see. Let's see. Going down, yeah, the bunny reminds me of cotton candy. Yeah, I agree. I love cotton candy. And Rose is not watching me. She is sound asleep. She keeps twitching in her sleep. She must be having a nice dream. Robbie says, my cat loves you too. Every time I watch your videos, she sits in front of my screen and paws at the brush. Oh, that's so cute. Well, she'll just have to grab my brush. Let's see. Love this bunny. Too adorable. Need to wake up early, so good night. Good night, Lisa. Sleep good. You'll have to download the bunny and print and color it tomorrow. Patty says she loves the Marco Raffine pencils as well. I'm glad. Yeah, I love those. Does glycerin have a smell? No smell at all. In fact, it has a bit of a sweet taste to it, and it's actually good for your skin in small quantities. And don't put it in your mouth in large quantities either, because it can burn your tongue. So if you just taste a tiny bit of it, you'll taste how sweet it is, but you don't want to like put a drop on your tongue because it might burn your tongue, because it's a humectant. That is our fancy science term for the evening. It's a humectant. And that means it absorbs moisture from whatever it is touching, or brings moisture to it. And that's why it's working so good with our gel pens. It keeps that moistness of the gel pen going. The glycerin is in all kinds of our art supplies, and that was how I was led to this idea, because I was watching a video by the Frugal Crafter. She uses she's a YouTube here on YouTube, and she uses glycerin in her studio for several things. And I was watching her video, and I was thinking, well, she's using it for all of her water-based products, and so I hurried to verify my knowledge that gel pens are water-based. And once I verified that, I was like, man, I've got to try glycerin with my gel pens to see what they're going to do. And sure enough, they play so well together. It's amazing. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually glycerin in the gel itself. So that's how the idea started. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, just like all of you do, I'm sure. I get a lot of inspiration from other YouTube artists. And I like the Frugal Crafter because she isn't afraid to play around with her art supplies. And so I was watching her, and she was playing with her glycerin, and voila, here we are, painting with gel pens. Okay, I think here on my channel I'm subscribed to her, so if you want to check her out, if you check on my channel here and see who I'm subscribed to, you'll be able to find her name there and go see some of her stuff that she does. She's a big watercolor artist, but she does really great tutorials that makes you feel like you could be a watercolor artist too. I love people like that that make you feel like you can try something new. Oh, I hope I'm in the screen. Oh, good, I am. I'm liking this peach on the basket. Looks like we passed that 1 hour mark, and we've still got people here, so that means we didn't lose everybody. Hooray! And I'm hoping I can eventually find out how to do more than one camera with my program here. And like I said, I'm trying to get our YouTube channel up to the 10,000 mark, because I've heard that there are different things that once you hit that mark, things change a little bit as a channel. So maybe live will get even better. We'll see. And there's Carter. Come say hi, Carter. I am live on YouTube. You guys got to meet Carter on Facebook. What was it, like a month ago?
Yeah.
In February. So maybe 2 months ago now. Carter came on and taught you guys that cool trick with gel pens and metallic markers. If you guys haven't seen that, I haven't made a YouTube video out of that yet. I need to do that because these guys would love that trick. Have you seen my little bunny? How cute it's turning out. All with gel pen painting. Thanks for saying hi, Carter. He's tired. It's time for him to go to bed. He's got school tomorrow. Okay, hopefully I'm in the screen here. I'm just heading up here, and then I'm going to add some shading in a minute here. I'm just sort of running around the handle of the basket. Cute little Rose. She's peeking out at me. Okay. Traveling around. Now we're upside down. Okay, I think we're going to need a little bit more here. No, I think we'll probably color for another 15 minutes. I was planning on only coloring for an hour, but I wanted to at least do a little bit on the basket. It's amazing how the glycerin is making this go really a pale tan color. It's really pretty color on here on our basket. Okay, now we've got the base of the basket here too. Sorry, I'm twirling this around so much. There we go. This main part of the basket, I did it on Wednesday, and I did it with color pencils as a base layer, and then I did gel pen, painted gel pen on top of it. I think it turned out so pretty. Look how fast we colored that. That went fast. Now we can spend the time on the details. I want to color up these ribs up the main part of the basket though with our peach. Good. Pretty. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about this part of the basket right here. If I should make it dark brown like the main part of the basket. There. Okay, now I think I'm going to do a different technique for the shading. So let's clean these bristles out. Get the peach out. And let's see, Tammy says, Robbie posted a picture of the kitty watching you in the Facebook group. Of her kitty watching you in the Facebook group. Oh, I'll have to go check it out later. I'll go see. Oh, I can't wait to see. Thanks for posting that, Robbie. Okay. Thanks, Tammy, for being here and kind of keeping an eye on the chat for me. You're my extra eye tonight. I'm glad Tammy's not been feeling good. I'm glad you're feeling better, Tammy. Okay. All right, so I want to add some details to the basket edging here, and I'm trying to think, we could do the smear technique, we could do all kinds of things here. I think what I'm going to do though, where did my little brush go? Here we are. My desk is getting crazy here. We're getting crazy. Let me say hi a little bit here. Cindy says, think when the glycerin has arrived, I will try it in my coloring books, and if it works there, I will have a look that I can print pictures out somewhere. Yeah, there's lots of places you can find to print coloring pages. He wonders if this technique would work with Crayola markers since they are water-based. You could give it a try. When you buy those, when you buy water-based markers like Tombow markers, and they have those, what are they called? Blending markers. The blending marker that comes with your Tombow markers is part water and part glycerin. I learned that from the Frugal Crafter. So definitely give it a try and see what you can figure out there and play with. So what I'm going to do here, let's see if I can find the glycerin in here. There it is. I think the video 5 or 6, we talked about glycerin blending. I can't remember which video. And one of the ways we did it is we laid the ink down and then used a brush to pull the color of the ink up in sort of a gradient of tone. So I think that's what I'm going to play around with here and see how that works. Now, not only am I working with glycerin here, but I'm working with the glittery pen, and that's going to be a little tricky for me under these lights. So hopefully I'll be able to see it good enough to get the effect I'm after. Let's see. Let's see here. A little more glycerin. I am working on this color pencil paper, so if you work with a paper that is a little more slippery, for this particular blending it works a little better, but I'm still getting a nice blend. Look how pretty. This reminds me of toast for some reason. Now I'm hungry for toast. Ooh, toast with strawberry jam. That sounds really yummy. Maybe that's what I'll have to have for my midnight snack tonight. That turned out pretty. I like that. Oh, I hope I was in the screen during that. I'll bring it up so you can see. That turned out pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, I'm going to do some more of that effect right up in here now. So let's make sure I've got enough glycerin. And push it out. And under her paw there would be a shadow. I think I'm going to use this gel pen for the nail or whatever they would call that. If my mom was here we could ask her what this is called. She used to make baskets a long time ago. A fastener? I don't think it would be called a nail because I don't know if it would have been metal or wood to hold this piece. Now I really am just sort of babbling and talking to myself about baskets. That was a big sigh, Rose. I wonder if they could hear your big sigh you just did. That was a big sigh. Are you getting bored? Or are you just very content hanging out with me in your hidey hole? She loves coming up here in my art studio, and I'll tell her that we're coming up here and she'll just take off running. And then she'll just stand at my feet, staring up at me, waiting for me to scoop her up and put her on her pillow. And then she'll get up here on the table and she'll smell everything first to make sure, of course, that there's no food or something for her to get into. And then when she's satisfied that there's no food, she'll curl up in a tiny little ball in her hidey hole and just go right to sleep. And she's just so content about it. So sweet. I love that she loves being up here with me. I'm just going to use my pen and color that in just solid. That's what I love about this technique, is because I'm using the gel pen to color everywhere else, it matches now that I colored that solid with my gel pen here. Okay, then I'm going to color this here and pull the ink this way. Give it the that piece of feeling like it's bowed. Whoops, too much glycerin on that one. Didn't wipe it off good enough. I could tell because it just went on really wet. I think I'm just going to dab it off and sort of start again here. Because it just didn't cooperate at all. Okay, and then right here we need a bit of a shadow. And right here on that middle part. Good. And I can sort of take that shadow up onto the handle as well when I'm ready. But I think I'm going to come over and say hi. We've only got about 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to turn off and probably go downstairs and rest. If I sit at my studio desk too long, my feet start to go numb if I don't have them elevated. I've been wanting to buy one of those. They're like foot hammocks. I have a stool under my desk that I keep my feet up on, but it's just not quite right. But they have these foot hammocks that you can put under your desk, and then your feet sit up on the hammock. I think it's just glorified rope with a piece of fabric, so maybe I should just get some old scraps of fabric and rig myself up something. Anyway, I've wondered if that would help my feet and my legs to not ache and not go numb quite so fast. Ah, the joys of chronic health issues, right? You all understand very well what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to come over and say hi to everyone. Let's see, Tammy says, Jen, you need to try Neo 2's Caran d'Ache water-soluble crayons. Oh, yeah, I do. I have those here, and I think I have some here. No, I don't, but I do need to try them. Robbie says, I'm so glad you went live tonight. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's been really fun. It's really hard for me to read the chat and color at the same time. I would have had Steve come and hang out with me, but he is busy working. He had to work tonight to edit some video he had taken for another client so we can pay our bills. You know, that's just a little important. So I want to say thank you to Tammy. I didn't do anything. I didn't arrange for her to come and do this with me tonight. So thanks, Tammy, for just being spontaneous with me and coming and joining me for some fun coloring tonight. Let's see. Teresa says she just arrived. She's wondering what's in the glass. It's glycerin, and this live video will post. With YouTube, it's not like Facebook where at the end of a live event I just hit post and bam, it's there and ready to watch. What happens with YouTube is I'm going to hit that we're done, and then it takes a long time for it to, I don't know what the word is. I can't think of the word. Render maybe, and then it will finally post here and you guys can go back and rewatch. But I do describe all of it. There are links to videos where you can learn all about glycerin and how I use it with my gel pens in the description of this video, so you can click on that and go learn all about the magic of glycerin. Here's the bottle that I have of glycerin. And it's fantastic miracle. Look at that. So cute. And the coloring pages are also available on my website. There's a link to that in the description of the video as well. Let's see. If you could also, I've been asking everybody to help my channel out by sharing this video out to everyone that you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you guys do. I'm trying to get my channel up to 10,000 because I've heard rumors that something changes as far as what I'm allowed to do as a YouTuber once my channel hits 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys could help my channel out by sharing, subscribing, hitting that cute little bell, and setting your notifications so you'll know when my videos come out. That would be awesome to get a little help from you guys for that. So let's see, I'm going to read a few of these comments here. Riley says, my birthday was 2 days ago and I got 116 gel pens. Oh, happy birthday. That is a fantastic present. That's fantastic. Riley says, you inspire me so much. Oh, thanks, Riley. That's so kind of you. Andrea says, hello, everybody. I have to watch later. Like I said, the video will be up later. Thanks for stopping in, Andrea. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it turned out beautiful. Maureen says, yeah, I still have some more work to do. I get to do the cute little eggs and the cute little blossoms and stuff. So still more fun to do. So I'm going to keep all my supplies out, all my pens out, so I know what colors I'm working with. And I'm just going to leave them right here, and I'll come back and finish it up another evening. I guess I just have to go rest and eat my toast with strawberry jam, right? So I'll sure appreciate all you guys being here. I hope I didn't miss too many important comments. If there's something else you would like to say to me, send me a message. Come say hi to me on my Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks again for joining me tonight, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.